Generic greetings! Can you believe it's been over a year and a half since I last featured Factorio on the channel, not including the little teaser I put out the other day, and that's actually one of the reasons why I'm doing this video. Firstly, I wanted to confirm that yes, I am doing a full construction series, depending on when you're watching this, it's either out tomorrow or out now. Secondly, in that little teaser I showed this factory, and this is something that me and a friend have been playing for about 20 or so hours. I think it represents about 20 or so hours of play, and a lot of people wanted a tour of it, so I thought why not have a beverage here with me. A nice cup of tea. Basically, if you're British and you want to make something, you have to have two things. You have to have a cup of tea and a shed. Now, I don't have a shed, but if we class this as my nice Factorio shed, even though it's a bit of a factory with a bunker base thing and it's got guns and a train line, and it's a very, very expansive shed. It's a very big shed, and it's sort of the TARDIS of sheds. You know, imagine that's the entrance to the shed, and then you've just got this entire... It's the Narnia of sheds. We're going to move on from the shed analogy. So, as I said, I am doing a full construction series, and that'll be the next thing I record after this thing, and it's going to follow the same format. I'll be going through that in the video, but the thing is, I've always took the same view on Factorio. A lot of people, when I did the original video, I think the very first video I did was the 8th of January 2014, so over 2 years ago now, and that was a preview, and then the construction series started shortly after. I did that video and went, yeah, here we go, this is Factorio and stuff, and did a series on it, and a lot of people came to the channel for that. I was one of the first people on YouTube to do like a full series, or rather, I wouldn't say one of the first, there was a couple of others, but I was like, I had a fair amount of subscribers at that time. I think I had about 15,000 or something like that, and doing it massively increased the amount of people that came to the channel, and it sort of broke it a bit, and then a lot of other really, really bigger YouTubers started featuring it as well, and then my video got buried like everything else on YouTube. It's fine, it just happens. I'm a bottom feeder, it's just how it works on YouTube, and yeah, I always thought, well, you know, I'm going to go back to that, and people have, you know, petitioned and said, look, please, please, please do another series, and I've always said the same thing. It's not really a game about creativity. I mean, it is. You can be creative in what you do, and you can make things interesting. Like, for example, I'll show you a bit down the bottom here in terms of doing something for no reason other than it's interesting. But it is, you know, it is a game about managing resources and things like that, and you don't really have a lot of creativity involved in it, and I always thought, well, what else could I do for another series? There's not much I can really do other than what I've already done, and I have kept the same view for a long time. In fact, I still sort of hold to that view that there's not a lot I can actually do. We're going to get attacked down the bottom there. There's not a lot I can really do. New, but you know what, I think time has come anyway, because there has been some new stuff added, I guess. So, like, for example, this tank here, I now have a tank, which is all good. Actually, it's got no ammo in it, which is quite worrying. I shouldn't have taken that other one. We've actually got two tanks. Like I said, this entire factory represents about 22 hours of play involving me and a friend, because I wanted to play the game, because I hadn't played it in about a year, before I did a full construction series, because otherwise it would be a nightmare. Anyway, this is one of our SAP bases. This is the copper base, and as you can see, it's connected with a railway, and we've obviously got these automatic doors, which are new, and these are really cool. And it comes in, and then it actually unloads ammo for purposes later on. It also unloads coal, and the reason it unloads coal is because we've got an absolute boatload of coal up the top here. There we go, and it brings it down to this one, and then we use burner mining drills to gather copper, and as you can see, they're putting copper on the lines. The lines then take the copper to these steel furnaces. Again, the reason you steel furnaces is because we've got loads of coal, so we might as well use that coal, and then we smelt the copper, and then it goes here, and then it gets put on the train, and then it goes back. This is the first SAP base that we made, so yes, this exists. Let me just go over the bottom left here, and I'm actually going to repair this thing. There we go. In fact, what I might do while I'm here, I will probably put in a logistical roboport. Get a roboport up and running to automate the repair of this thing. I've only just recently got roboports in the game, probably the last sort of 5 or so hours. I've recently got roboports and went through the whole logistical stuff. The game goes through cycles where you start off with just coal and wood and burning things, and then you move on to like steam, which then generates electricity, but then it's still a lot of pollution. And then you're mainly in your electric cycle, where you're using electricity for smelting. In fact, if I look at the electrical grid, you can see that I've got 46 electric furnaces, which has made, well, it uses a lot of power. As you can see, we've got 431 solar panels powering this thing, and we've got two gigawatts, whatever. It's not 1.21 because otherwise we go back in time, but because we got more, we don't. And that's our accumulated capacity as well. So we're producing more than what we need, but now the sun's going down, actually, you can see production is still the same. There you go. And that is our steam engine. The steam engine is starting to kick in automatically. So that's like our backup. And anyway, where was I? Yes, that was... Oh, we're getting attacked over this side, look. They don't last long. Right, so we're going to repair these things. Ow, 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 that hurt. Ow, okay, so I'm just going to go and take them out manually. There you go. I need to put some guns in here. Right, so anyway, yes, as I said, we you know, you go through the cycles, you go through electricity, and then you go for, I guess, clean energy. You go to clean energy and solar panels and accumulators, and I want some gun turrets. And how many do I want? I want 2 of them. Yes, and once you've got that, you then start moving off the lots. Obviously, you upgrade your belts. The belts are these standard transport belts, and then you go to the fast ones, and then you got the express ones, and then you entirely forget most of them after a while because you use the provider chests and the logistical robots. Because why not? It's easier, and I sort of like that because you can see the evolution. Oh, good grief! I'm getting shot again. Let me just take these guys out. I can't shoot that guy, so what I'm going to do is put that there, and then the gun's going to take care of business. There we go, sorted, okay. Yeah, as I said, I do like that in some ways because you see an evolution, but it's also really annoying at times. Anyway, let me place this thing about there in the centre. And obviously, that has got no electricity, so we will connect that up. The trains just come in, which is all good. And then we want a... I guess we'll want a passive provider chest. Oh my good grief, it is kicking right off. Look at that. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, okay, ow, 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 pain, pain. That's not good. So what I need then is more guns because they're just attacking over there. That's not good. That's getting a bit naughty, actually. I was going to say let me take the tank, but I can't really use the tank because it's got no ammo. What I'll do, I'll go up to the tank. I'll put half of my ammo in there. Get inside said tank, and I'm going to take care of business. We do need to do some destruction down the bottom, but that's a future me problem. Let me just head down on the outside, and hopefully I won't crash into anything. Yeah, but we're taking a lot of damage here. Come on, up the top. They're just attacking the wall, so it's not really a big problem at the moment, but you understand that eventually we'll start destroying things. Right, so switch over. Okay, they're now gone. Right. So we need a couple more guns. Anyway, where was I? Yes, you go through the transport belts and you mess around with that, and then eventually you end up in a scenario where you use pretty much just use logistical slots, and you do it that way because it's easy. Now, I sort of like the evolution because you know it's your factory getting more advanced, but it's also annoying having to rip down the entire thing several hundred times. But anyway, let's just put this passive provider chest there. It doesn't really matter where it goes, but we'll put it there. And then inside that, we will put, I think, several repair packs. I do need several of them. And I want to put some gun turrets. I want to put one there. You can see where it's been damaged. If I had construction robots, they'd be able to fix this thing. I also want to put some walls in. There we go. Let's fix that up. And then we will repair all this. There we go. Actually, while I'm doing nothing else, I will get this to build a couple more gun turrets because they are really hitting us hard. There we are. And then... sorted. Right. Anyway, this is going to be my roboport where I'm going to put some repair guys in there, and then I don't think I need that one. No, we might as well build it. Put that gun turret in there. So now we have 3 gun turrets. I might even put a 4th in, to be honest with you. Not for that, I'm not. But yeah, this is... going back to the very start of this entire conversation here on why we've done this thing the way we have, because it would be interesting, because we thought, well, what we'll do, we've got like ammo, and we'll take ammo from one side and bring it on the train, and then use it, use the ammo and then put it in these guns. In reality, now that we've got laser turrets that run on electricity, we might as well just use that. Anyway, so this is flashing at me because we've got a lot of alerts, and the roboport's pretty much just saying, well, we really, really want to repair all this, but we can't because we've got nothing connected up to the network. But I'm fixing that now. Nice sip of beverage. So anyway, Yeah. This is sat base copper. This is, I believe, sat base copper. Sat base copper, yes. We've also got main base copper, which is drops off, and then main base the droppings. That was the second railway we put in. We've got sat base copper 2, the coppering. We for whatever reason we named them after really shit films, as if you were going to have one called that. Sat base iron, the ironing board, and that will obviously generate iron. But technically, sat base copper or iron doesn't just generate them two things. I believe it also generates. I believe it generates other things as well. Let me go up the top here. I'm going to just say build me some more repair packs. Get in the tank and we'll do some tankenings over here. So these are our other sap bases. In fact, you can see a pipeline. This is we ran out of oil. In fact, you don't really run out of oil in this in the normal sense of, you know, it's zero. What happens is you get to a point where it's just 0.1 liters a second or whatever. So you're getting pretty much nothing. So what we did was we ran this pipeline all the way down. This is our. It's where we're taking some, what is that? Is that stone? Yes, we're taking some stone, transport belt it over to this sap base here. Now, let's see if I can not destroy everything. And we're going to go in here. These are laser turrets, obviously, because they are much, much better. And we're going to stop and then get out. And this is our iron. So what happens here is, well, we've got the iron coming around from these areas, and then they go up and then get put into these boxes here. As you can see, steel chest, and then the train will come along and it'll put it in there. Same as the steel chest as well. Sorry, the steel chest, but they've got loads of stone in it. But the thing is, we don't really care about the stone. It's just something that we have, and we thought, well, we might as well ferry the stone because we, you know, for reasons because we can. That's the only reason, really. Let's just spin this round. And go down. This is sat base copper, and for whatever reason, we decided that we've got a bit of space in this because we had to extend out to get the train in, right? So we thought, well, we got all this space, what do we do? Well, we were running out of power at the time, so we put loads of solar panels in. Made sense. Anyway, this is taking the copper. Unlike the other base, which is the first one I showed you, this one doesn't smelt it itself. It actually goes back to the main production up top, which I will show you in but a moment. What I need to do is continue go to the left here, and then actually we'll go down. And there should be another base down here somewhere. You can see there's actually electrical poles. Goes all the way down to the bottom, and then we've got this thing here. And this is where we take the oil. And we'll just spin the tank around so you can see it because it's all dark. There you go, crude oil. And then we ship that up the top. So it's got we've got several pump jacks that goes onto these storage tanks, and then it gets pumped up top. But because this it can't pump it fast enough, it's you know, it's just taking a while to go up the top there. Anyway, I'm sick of this thing bleeping at me, so I'm going to go up to the top left. Now, sadly, I can't really see anything at the moment. Actually, look, there's the guy coming towards the front, and then yeah, it doesn't last long, that thing. It really doesn't last long at all because the because of how that works. Because the laser turrets are much, much, much better than these gun turrets. They've got more range. Rock. Cool, rock's no longer there. I don't have to worry about hitting that anymore. Every cloud and all that. There's a train coming in. Very, very nice. So we're going to pop out, and actually we're going to repair this. And then what we're going to do is place all of these, and hopefully they'll go back, which they are. They will get charged up. And then... Built the wrong robots, didn't I? You need construction robots, not logistical. Construction robots repair, not logistical ones. Oops. I might as well go for that. Hang on. Do I even need to bother with that one? See, this is one of the reasons why I started this series. I started this... sorry, not the series, but I started playing the game again because I wanted to learn again. That's going to go in, and there you go. It's now going to start repairing things. That's okay. I'd like to make some more, but I don't have any flying frames because I'm out of, I'm guessing, electric engines. Missing ingredients, flying frames, and electric engines. Yeah, I'm out of them. So we've got more up top. But yeah, that'll repair it, and we'll get that fixed. Again, because I haven't played this in so long, I wanted to play the game and learn it again, you know, learn all of the tricks of the trade and things like that. Anyway, we'll go to this the main base, and I'll give you, I say the whole point is to give you a little bit of a tour on this one. And also, I've got a couple of things to do as well. So this is where the coal goes on, and smelted copper comes off. That's from the first one we made. This one is where we've got the train, which brings on the iron ore. from the center one. You can see I'm getting assaulted by loads of logistical robots because I've got logistics slots here, so they're coming over and going, hey, here's more stuff for you. Oh, looks like stuff's getting damaged over the bottom there. Well, anyway, we've got our we got in the right order. We've got copper, iron, and then stone. And let me just go in front of the train, which is always risky. Oh god, I'm getting assaulted by robots. Ah! There we go. And that comes off and then goes onto these smelters here. And as you can see, it goes straight up into the logistical network, right? Now, this part does split off. We do take a 50% off this top bit here, and we take all on this side here. So we're actually only getting a quarter of the entire production. Hang on. Quarter of the entire production in these boxes, but that's enough to supply the logistical network. The rest goes the left here and then into the main factory. Now, obviously, the main thing you need to produce, pretty much, are these is this copper wire stuff. And what I'm going to do is go up here and pick up the copper wire. The reason you need to do that is because you need absolutely boatloads of these electronic circuits, and then you need to make advanced circuits, which are there, and then you need to make the blue ones, which are processing units, which we haven't got into yet. As I said, this only represents about 20 or so hours. And the whole idea is that you are trying to make science packs and research things. As you can see, I'm currently researching rocket silo. Rocket silo is arguably the end of the game. Once you get a rocket silo and you build it, you then win the game. That's the whole objective of the thing. Let's just go over this left-hand side here. I just want to check. They're producing... that's producing fast belts or express belts. And that's fine. That's not got any sulfuric acid, so we're not getting any batteries, and we're sort of running out of batteries, maybe. Let me go down the bottom. I just want to check, how much oil do we have? No crude oil there at all. So we've got a problem. I don't know where that crude oil is being shipped to. I think that was a future us problem when I was, like I said, me and a friend were playing. Oh no, is it shipped here? That has to be it there. No, it's not that one. I'll have to check that. We'll have to check the connection there. This is generating plastic, and then it's going up and generating all the other stuff. Yeah, I think the oil, we were doing something else with it. What I want to do actually is go up here first though, and put more inserters in here like that, and then that will actually generate stuff quicker. There we go. Now what I normally do is I have an overrun on this here. Like, well, actually, I'll do it now because I might as well. We'll do that, and then we will put a... Is that a provider chest? It is. Passive provider chest, and then I will put a standard inserter on there, and any overrun will go into this chest, right? So any overrun... Actually, we don't even need that one, because if it gets to that point, then it's already too late. It's already past it. So there we go. So what we do, we put all of that into the passive provider chest, and then if we need to take these off, get these windings off, then we can. And then we'll move that around. Anyway, yes, as I said, there was a bit of a problem with the oil, and we did bring it up to a certain point, but I don't think we brought it back to the base. No, it doesn't come back here, does it? I think... Hang on, there it is. There it is. Ah, yes. So you can see it goes to there. It doesn't go any further. So let's connect that oil up. Let's do a bit of a job here. So we need to create loads of pipe. I don't actually have a pipe generation system in here, or pipe smelting or anything. Looks like these are all working quite nicely. It's a very good setup, that. Very efficient. So we need to get that oil over to the left-hand side. Actually, no. Technically, we just need to pump it to there, because that's where we've already got a pipe connection. So I think I'm going to do just that. Let's create... some more pipe to grounds. I thought I'd have enough to make all these pipe to grounds, but apparently not. There we go. So pipe to ground. And these can go quite far. And what I want to do is have it around about the same line as that. So what I'll do, actually I'll run it from this side, it's a lot easier. In, out, in, out, in, and then out, and then that bit, to be honest with you, can just be standard piping, I think. And where is it? There it is. So that's full of crude oil. Look at that. Loads of it. Absolutely loads of it. And do that. That should really start pumping it. Look at that. Whoa, that's pumping really fast, isn't it? Right. Let's have a quick check on the top left here, and don't get run over by the train. I'm happy to say that that's never happened yet in the amount of time me and a friend have been playing this one. And one thing I'm very surprised is how much it works. Like, I know that there was been... It's going to create more engine units, by the way. I should really have a pipe production system, shouldn't I? Yeah, the entire multiplayer thing I've never really messed around with. Now, I was aware that it exists. Let me just check, and you can see, oh, storage tank. Look at that storage tank. It's going right up. The only problem now is because we've got these two connected, if there's a problem, one blows up, we're actually going to lose about half of our oil, because it's going to, what it does is it equalizes through the entire network. So this storage, the other storage tank is full, it's going to go down, this one is going to go up, and they equalize. What I'd like in the game, and I'm pretty sure you can get mods for this anyway, but I'm not going to be bothering with mods for the series or anything like that, because I'm only, like I say, just going back through the game anyway, is you can get, I think, like one-way flow valves, so stuff only flows one way. You can also get valves to turn things on and off, so you say, right, I'm only going to do this, this, and this. Like, I want to say, turn this off. Like, for example, this entire system here, we've got some water coming in, and then we use boilers to heat it up, and then we go on the steam engines. Now, technically, we can run this entire base not with a steam engine, right? Because our accumulator capacity is massive, and if we generate enough power in the day, we then have enough accumulator power at night to run it just off the accumulators. And I'll show you why that is the case when I go up here, because this is the solar panel bank, and as you can see, it's, well, it's quite big. It's just a big boatload of solar panels, and I want to put some more in. Yeah, it's a lot of solar panels. It really is. This took a couple of hours to sort out. In fact, while I'm here, I will put some more in. So, there. There we go. And I can put some on the other side as well. I'm going to go around here. Oh yes, more stuff under attack. It always is. There we are. And then I do need to put in some connections. Job done. Right, there we go. And now we have how many? 451. Excellent. And in terms of accumulator capacity, well, again, that really isn't an issue. Oh god, I wouldn't want to be standing around here. Yeah, it's not really an issue at all. We're going to build some more accumulators. How many accumulators do we have? Well, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. God. Many. 1, 2. 7 times 7 times 8. Work that out, plus a bit of change in the comments. There you go. It's a lot of them, right? As I said, it's a total of, well, 2-point-odd gigawatts, whatever. It depends on where you're from, how you pronounce it, and if you've seen Back to the Future or not. But yeah, that's quite a bit. So, how are we doing on the rocket side, though? Doing quite well. Let's pick up all of these bits here. This is our transport belt for... Our transport belt for... Yeah, there we go. For the electrical circuits. And we've got lots of logistical robots coming around. We can make some more construction robots when I finally come down the bottom here and rip up the engine units. So I pull up the engine units from here. Oh, there's loads of engine units. And then what I do, I take it over to the left-hand side here, I believe. I think this is where I produce them. And I think that one was creating engine units. I don't know why it's not set to create engine units. So it needs lubricant, which I've got there. This is the INI box. So there's the INI box. You also need electronic circuits. There you go, job done. And that's creating electric engine units. In turn, obviously, we are creating then flying machines or these bots and stuff. So it's, you know, it does work. It does work. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to leave it there because this wasn't supposed to be a look at me. I'm going to play on my save that I've been messing around with for quite some time. It was supposed to be a little tour because people were interested in seeing it. When I did that little preview. So there you go. This is our factory. I mean, it's totally inefficient and it's been ripped down several times. But you have to bear in mind that I hadn't played the game in about a year and a half when about a year when because I did mess around with it different times. About a year when I started playing this. So I haven't played in about a year. And my friend, who I played continuously multiplayer with this, because I was aware of multiplayer existing, but I'd only really tried it like a tiny bit, just like I'd made 2 clients and fired it up, and when it worked and it was really buggy. But over the course of 20 odd hours, never had one single problem at all. It works absolutely fine in multiplayer in my experience. Yours may vary, obviously, but no problems at all. And he'd never played at all. at all. So it was a case of me relearning the game, him learning the game, and because of that, we ended up getting this thing, which it's not overly efficient, but it works. It does work. We're producing everything we need. We could do with some more labs. We've only got 5 labs. No, sorry, 6 labs. I think in total 10 or 12 labs is the ideal amount if you want to go quick. But in terms of smelting and efficiency, we are not too bad there. Train line is always interesting. You know, it's not about doing it the best way. It's about doing it the most interesting way, I think. That's the way I feel anyway. But yeah, that's the best. You can see these steam engines are completely off. They only power up at night because we don't need them on in the day. There's my other tank. There's the other tank. Let's have a quick look. I'll show you. It's got a little bit of ammo in it. Yeah, that thing is quite ammoed up in it. Look at the state of that. I'm going to fill my ammo up as well. Job done. So, leaving it there, the next time you see Factorio, it will be the first episode of the new construction series. Hope I don't mess it up. Probably will. Thanks very much for watching. Comments in the comments. And generic partings.